We're always chasing the next big thrill, but every now and then it's worth just slowing things down to see what magic you can find on your own doorstep. And today we've done exactly that, as we're here at the stunning market town of Grassington, right in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales. The best place to park when arriving is at the National Trust car park, just a short stroll from the heart of the village, and to be honest, the views from here alone make a pretty impressive first impression. There's also a fantastic visitors information centre on site, packed with local guidebooks and charming gifts if you fancy picking up something before you head home. The little bus stop here at the visitors centre reminds me so much of the buildings from Jurassic Park. If you're just here for a day visit, it'll cost you anywhere from £3.80 to park for up to 2 hours, or £6 if you're going to park for over 2 hours. And it's quaint stuff like this which is absolutely brilliant as well. So just walking down the main road into Grassington, and there's a lovely little bench just on the outside where people can take a seat. And on that bench is a beautiful little ginger cat. But there's a sign with it as well that says, "Hi, I'm Chuffers. I'm not a stray. Please don't feed me." And here he is. I didn't even know there was a famous cat here in Grassington, but here is Chuffers, live and in the flesh. And it's such a friendly cat. Whoever the owner is of this cat, it is so beautiful and lovely. It's just incredible to see the cat sat on his own little bench and all of the locals walking past saying good morning to him. Absolutely brilliant. Grassington, which is just a short walk from the car park, is a former lead mining village with a rich and varied past. But today it's packed with charm, full of independent retailers selling everything from clothes to local crafts and gifts, and plenty of cosy places to eat and drink scattered around the square. And if you want to dig a little deeper into Grassington's story, be sure to check out the Grassington Folk Museum. It's small but packed with local history, covering everything from its days as a market town to its mining heritage. Just make sure to check the opening hours before you go, because it's only open for a few hours each day. At the top of Main Street you'll find Grassington Town Hall, which is said to be the oldest continuously inhabited house in the Yorkshire Dales, dating all the way back to the 1280s. It's just one of many incredible old buildings you'll spot here, some of which are Grade 2 listed and some several centuries old, all adding to the timeless charm Grassington is known for. And with buildings that old comes history, and with history comes stories. And one of the most enduring local legends is that of Tom Lee, a highwayman said to have been hanged for the murder of a local man named Daniel Topham back in the 18th century. Tom Lee denied the crime right up until the moment of his execution, and many in the village believed he was innocent. And ever since, there have been whispers of ghosts wandering around the streets of Grassington, and a shadowy figure seen at night near the square, thought to be Tom himself, still searching for the justice he did not receive. But as exciting as ghost stories are, there was something we were even more excited about.
Let's go get some grub.
And Grassington has loads of options to choose from. You've got the Devonshire Arms, which fans of all creatures great and small might recognise as the Drover's Arms in the TV series. There's also the Forester's Arms and the Black Horse Hotel, both proper pubs full of character. But today, we went with the Retreat Tea Room and Bistro, the #1 rated place to eat in Grassington, and that's for good reason. The moment you step inside, you're met with a cosy, beautifully styled interior, the kind of place that instantly makes you want to slow down and stay a while longer. There's a great selection of teas, coffees and homemade cakes on display, and they also offer a small seasonal menu packed with flavour. Lucy went with the Wensleydale and 3-beer chutney toasty. Proper comfort food and a proper mouthful. I couldn't resist the fish finger butty, piled high with crispy fish, fresh rocket and a tangy pickle sauce. But the real star of the show was the cheese and paprika scone, served slightly warm with cream cheese and a sweet chilli jam. Honestly, this might be one of the best things I've ever eaten, and now we totally understand why it comes so highly recommended. Fully agree. And then we couldn't help but stop off next door for a Biscoff and salted caramel ice cream. I say we, Lucy said she was far too full. Apparently. We then took a walk to the bottom of the main street, where Lucy decided it was time for her own ice cream anyway. And after filling us faces, it was time for one of Grassington's most beautiful natural features, Linton Falls. And you can access Linton Falls from right here in the car park, just by the footpath at the very bottom. But we're not going to do that because there is actually a little cheat as well. And down at the very bottom of Linton Falls, there's actually a smaller National Trust car park that you can come and park in if you don't want the 15-minute walk down to the falls from up in Grassington. This is honestly one of my favourite waterfalls to visit in the Dales, and it's all because of this bridge. This bridge is situated, if you can see, directly over the top of the falls and gives a unique perspective like no other. The limestone falls were created by a geological fault millions of years ago. The northern side was pushed up higher than the southern side, creating this natural gorge, and the River Wharfe flows perfectly through it today. Are you having fun on the swaying bridge?
I like it! It's not just pretty, it's powerful too. And if you look closely, you'll see the remains of a small hydroelectric plant here, originally built in the 1900s and restored in recent years to generate clean energy. The River Wharfe winds its way through here, offering a peaceful soundtrack to end your day if that's what you wish to do. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some local wildlife too. And just like that, our Grassington adventure came to an end. It just goes to show you don't always need a full weekend or a packed itinerary to make some brilliant memories. A few hours, some good food, and a wonderful person to spend the time with goes a long way. If you enjoyed coming along with us, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more UK adventures, and let us know in the comments down below where we should visit next. We're always up for a new adventure.
Ride with Judventures, you know the name. Theme parks and attractions and kick-ass days. You got the big bearded husband, a beautiful blonde wife, and a cool young lad just living their best life. I'm the guy with the camera, beard game strong. Catch me in a scare maze, come scream along. News and reviews, I'm dropping the facts. Ride POVs and honest reacts. So follow the journey from scare to scream. Judventures, baby, let's live the dream.